Hi there, I'm Chris Catchpole. I'm Chief Creative Officer at RockStar in Vietnam. I've been asked by my friend Trung here to nominate a couple of different pieces that I think are going to do well at Cannes this year. So my first Cannes prediction is for a band called The Academic, and they had a track called Bear Claws. They wanted to do a promo video for it, and they contacted BBDO in New York, and a couple of friends of mine, Bart and Paul, brilliant guys. I worked with them in TrabaDDB in Amsterdam. They were incredibly smart there and did some beautiful work. If you watch the film, it's utterly mesmerizing. They used what they call the flaw, but really it's a delay in Facebook Live. So when you go out and you record on Facebook Live and you show yourself to the world, there's about 6 seconds before it actually appears in anyone's feed. So they use that 6 seconds as a loop. So when you record a music track, so you can loop, so it starts again and it plays again and it plays again. And what they did was the band organised this particular track so that they could add different instruments in, bit by bit by bit, to build up the music, the melody, and also the lyrics.
A, O, A, O. A, O, A, O. A, O, A, O. Late night girl, never really loved you. Mama says it's over. A, O, A, O. Late night girl, never really loved you. Mama says it's over. Says it's over. A, O.
So that they could play with themselves again and again and again, play with them in the background. It's wonderful. It's a great piece of work. I remember doing a Facebook Live takeover only about a month or 2 months before this came out. It was for Visa, and we thought it was pretty cool at the time. We were the first people to do a Facebook Live takeover, but no, this one beat us hands down. Creatively, it's a beautiful piece of work. Very smart indeed. It's called Live Looper because it's very clever. So no, well worth a watch. I'm sure it'll do well at Cannes this year.
And the next one?
Okay, next one. Next one's from Wieden & Kennedy. Wieden & Kennedy have had a relationship with Nike forever. They do some most amazing work for them. But this possibly takes the top gong of all, because I've never seen anything like this. I think it was November 2016, they started training 3 incredible athletes, 3 marathon runners. And these marathon runners, one was from Ethiopia, one's from Kenya, and one's from Eritrea. They trained them super hard, and you can watch an actual National Geographic program about this. It's nearly an hour-long program. I would say, when was the last time you watched an ad for 2 hours and 25 seconds? No, exactly. But at one point, over 500,000 people tuned in to see these 3 athletes try to break the 2-hour marathon.
In this journey, I want to be the first one to cross the line and run under 2 hours. There's only one winner. That's obvious.
And I read, I don't know if it's the actual, it's someone very senior in Nike, and he's got tattooed on his wrist, he's got 1.59.59. 1 hour, 59 minutes, 59 seconds, he's got tattooed on his wrist. He wants to break the 2-hour barrier for a marathon. Nike developed a special running shoe specifically for it, worked with the athletes, trained the athletes, and they set off on Monza race circuit. It's a racing track for cars, but these guys were going to run it. And they were going to run the exact 26 miles, 385 yards, and try to get it in under 2 hours. Eliud, the Kenyan guy, came in at 2 hours, 25 seconds. This wasn't a world record because it was on a special circuit, and also they had pacer runners come in at halfway through. So some of the best marathon runners in the world came in halfway to pace them, to help them run, keep running. They had to run at a certain rate all the way through to break this 2 hours. It will be done one day, I'm sure. But I mean, to watch that and all these people tuning in, the last time I looked, there were 19 million views of it. But also it just set the world alight in terms of, you know, a running shoe can be part of something which is historic. Anyway, brilliant work. I'm sure it'll pick up enormously. It can.